Hi everyone, my name is George and I'm a second year student here at York. I wanted to come and talk to you today about my top 3 things to consider when choosing a university and where you want to study. I know firsthand how much of a big struggle it is to choose a university and make that massive commitment. For many of you, just like me, it's like your first time moving away from home, living on your own, studying on your own. So it's such a big commitment to make. So I wanted to give you my top 3 things to consider when choosing university. Starting off with my first tip is thinking about the uni itself. Are you going to go to a uni that you would be proud to graduate from? There's so much to consider here. So, for example, I really wanted to go to a uni that was a Russell Group, so somewhere like York, somewhere that had a really good reputation. But this obviously isn't a deciding factor for everyone. Other people may want to go to a uni that, say, specialises in their chosen degree or chosen career path. And this is literally as easy as looking up best universities for chosen subject on Google. This is really important, making sure that you go to the uni that you want to go to and somewhere that is good for you and your future career. Be sure to check out the uni league tables too. You can rank these by subject to see in order the best universities for different subjects. Use this information and it will boost your chances of finding that specific university you want to go to. Also, use your grade expectations to help you choose courses that are both challenging and also realistic. Maybe think about having like a possibility of like a mix of choices, so some more ambitious choices if you get grades that are higher than what you expected as well. Moving on to tip number 2 is choosing a course that really interests you. Many unis offer the same courses but have different modules, so there's no point in going to, say, study geography at a certain university just because you like their reputation if you don't actually like the content that is in that degree. So make sure you do detailed research into the course you're looking at. Things to look at are like the module structure, the assessment structure, do they have exams, do they have deadlines, the modules you're going to study, the options for work placements, etc, etc. Really make sure that this is beneficial for you and something that you want to study. Lastly, the final tip number 3, is thinking about the city itself. Is the city going to be a place that you will want to live for at least 3 years when you're at university? Things that I really wanted to know about a city before moving there were its nightlife, what can I do in the day, what can I do at the weekend, has it got good transport links, has it got lots of entertainment, theatres, cinemas, concerts, etc. This is all something that I really enjoy doing in my spare time, so I wanted to make sure that the city I went to had this sort of thing. Also, making sure that you balance your studies and your social life is so important to having a good uni experience. So for me, I tried to do all my uni work, all my studies in the week, and on the weekend I can have my spare time to do what I want to do. To make sure that the city you move to is a place that you want to live in. Think things like, would you prefer to be in a bigger city? Would you prefer to be in a smaller city? What sort of things do you want that city to have? These are all so important when thinking about where to move. Think about it, even if the uni and the course is amazing, if you hate the city, you're not going to enjoy staying there for all those years. So really make sure that you want to move to that city when you go to university. So that was my really quick whistle-stop tour of the top 3 things to consider when moving to uni. And as you can see, all 3 really balance each other out. I don't think any is more important than the other. So when I was thinking of where to go for uni, I was so struggling to find the course that really grabbed me. So I studied business for the creative industries at York, and this is one of the few universities that offered this sort of degree. So I looked carefully into the course, I thought about the modules, and I realised that this is literally what I want to do as a career. So I come from London, so I'm used to a big city life, and I thrive in these big cities. So obviously York is a lot smaller. I had to then compare York to other cities like Nottingham and Manchester, which offered degrees that I wasn't too fussed about, and I really had to weigh up these pros and cons. So obviously I ended up at York, and I'm so happy that I came to this city. It's somewhere that offers everything I need and also an amazing degree that I really love. In York, there's so much fun nightlife, there's lots of restaurants, there's lots of entertainment. I've always got something to do and I'm always busy. It also has amazing transport links, so I can go from here to London in less than 2 hours, which is amazing. And I can also go to other cities like Leeds in 25 minutes. So I really hope that gave you a really quick idea of the sort of things to look at when coming to uni. It's such a big commitment, so make sure that you really like the uni, you really like the course, and you really like the city. If you like all 3 of these things, then I'm sure you'll have a brilliant time at whatever university you decide to go to. Thanks for watching.